Another awesome morning from Ramerwood. Glad you joined me. Got a lot of cleanup. All the funky wood from the woods. You know, laying in the woods, dead wood. And most of this stuff is not very good. So we chuck it in the not so good pile, which is right here. Oh yes. I don't have a front loader or anything like that. Maybe one day I'll have one. A big old burn pile somewhere out here, brush pile to burn in my wood yard. But until then, that's where it's going. These gloves right here are working out pretty good so far. Kinko, decent little gloves. Yeah, possibly a little better view there. It's gonna be about 75 degrees today. It's about 35 to 40 right now, something like that. So it's been super, super warm the last couple of days, which is not good for you firewood hoarders out there, as you know. Terrible. So I got my out of bounds stakes coming out already. I need to get a little sun on them. Got shorts on out here. This is gonna take me probably 20 minutes to do all this. Got some rounds in the very back I gotta get to. I split a lot of this stuff over at my parents' house yesterday. It was late in the day. I wanted to get as much done as I could yesterday. Okay, my picaroon, unfortunately, is at my house. Did not bring it with me. I have to use my rake from the bed of the truck. Go ahead and start loading some of these fellas up. I'm shedding the pullover. Shedding it. Hey! Start up the 17RS Wolf Ridge splitter. Get my hearing protection on. Okay. And I do like splitting it off the bed of my truck. That's nice and convenient. Close to the trashy wood pile over here, because there's going to be a ton of trash with this. Even with the single edge, a ton. All right, I've been wanting to do this. This was, you know, all this stuff is just laying in the woods, dead wood, or dying wood. White oak. I don't have anything besides white oak in here. No red oak, just white oak. Okay. It actually looks pretty dry. You can tell a little darkness here. Definitely got some moisture in there. But I wanted to see the moisture read at. 27.5%. 23.5. 25. 23.5. So it's all around that 23.5 or so percent. And I will find this stuff. I'll split it in half and I'll find like this bacteria or fungi, whatever it is. And that's super damp right there. Yeah. That's 35.5% right in there. 24.5. 26.5. 25. Check another piece here. 24%. 26. 26. 26.5. There you go. So, I mean, most of this stuff, right when I split it, if it's green wood, it's probably going to be around 45-50%. Like, it won't even register on this. So, I mean, it's pretty good. Pretty good. A lot of this stuff has got some larvae in it. Some of this stuff does. If I can find some pieces, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I don't see the larvae coming out, but like this stuff right here. See that right there? So that's some holes. Some babies are probably hatching in there. So I'm a little nervous about putting this inside my lean-to just because I feel like it would be a nice, safe environment for them. I don't know. I just got to figure out where to put it out here, where to stack it. I don't want it close to a lot of the other wood. It actually sounds pretty good, even though it's not ready to burn. It won't take long. I mean, maybe 4 months or so, maybe. I don't know. Let's get back to splitting. Go ahead and stack. See how much I'll probably end up getting. I'm thinking probably another 1/6 of a full cord worth of wood. That's what I'm thinking. Probably what it'll end up being. Maybe a little more. Go ahead and do that. I'm not going to have you watch too much of this because I know it's super boring. It's just me stacking in the back of the truck, and then I have to take it from the back of my truck over to the wood yard again and go ahead and stack it somewhere probably away from a lot of the other wood. I just don't know how well this is going to season. I don't know. So some pieces are actually pretty nice, but to go through all this stuff and to find the perfect pieces, it'd take me too long. All right, and just like that, 2 stacked rows, a little bit more than 1/6 of a cord. So all that wood, remember I had rounds, kind of a heaping, well, not really heaping, but the rounds were definitely taller than the bed rails here in the truck. And this is how much it yielded, and this isn't even great stuff either. It may look good, but upon closer inspection, and 99% of this stuff is barkless. I left a couple on there, I don't know why. Right, because I finished in the dark yesterday. But I mean, that piece right there looks pretty good. I probably can't see great, can you, because of the glare. But you know, it's around 25% moisture, all this stuff. Not gonna take long at all, hopefully, to dry. Definitely not gonna be burning this inside. I'll probably end up giving this to my brother Chris so he can burn it outside. This is good stuff as long as it stays dry. There's some larvae in the wood. Eggs, babies, I've already seen some. I think it's like the some type of beetle. I want to call it like a flathead beetle, something like that. Maybe they call it that. That's kind of what it looks like, that little larva that came out. But I think a lot of that stuff is in this wood. And the tunnels that they make in here goes all the way through the wood. So if it gets wet, it's just going to follow that tunnel and just get the inside wet of the wood. Anyway, so there you go. So I'm going to clean up a little bit and start stacking again in my wood yard. All right, we have finished. I decided to go ahead and stack it in here. I don't think it's going to be in here very long because the moisture in this wood is only about 25%. So I'm hoping I can turn it over pretty quickly. I may just either burn it myself or give it to my brother to burn. I don't feel super comfortable with people burning this indoors. So outside is different. But I still think if I were to deliver it to somebody's house, they would have to at least cover it for sure, because it's got like larva holes, worm holes all over the place in this wood, and I know water will get in there and just kind of stay in there on the inside of the wood. So there we go. You'll see it's pretty high, probably about 5.5 feet tall on a pallet back here. Okay, so there we go. It's pretty wood, besides, you know, a little bit of the orange bacteria, whatever that is down here. Some of that wood has that on it. White oak's looking really nice over here. Look at this. Look how pretty this bundle grade firewood is right here. Give you a couple of pieces here that are beautiful. Beautiful. White oak. And this is what I split just a few days ago. Beautiful stuff. It's a little pink right now. Beautiful, beautiful. There we go. Hopefully that won't fall towards me. That would work out. Leaning a little bit that way, so we may have to adjust it later. Anyway, thanks for joining me, y'all, and just remember, it's Raymer wood. It's just the right size.